Time to play a game of can I get an epic game to show up in OBS first try, because it's not always that easy. We're gonna launch. You'd think it would be. You'd think they would have. You would think. It doesn't help that my name is my face is covering it. Oh my god! It worked first try. Holy shit! I am marvel at my technical ability. Holy crap. Good. Fine. I'm just going to take this opportunity to go to the toilet, and then we're going to come back and we're going to reintroduce. And this part of the stream's not going to be as fucked as the last one was. I'm just going to BRB and go to the loo. I'll be 5 seconds. Okay, hello. Sorry, I should have gone to the toilet while I was on the BRB break, but here we are. What do I say? What do I say right now? Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls. We have been live for probably actually like 4 hours-ish now. Today's stream, a little bit all over the place. Aspects of Twitch, balked today. I'm going to blame Twitch. It's perfectly fine. We're switching from Cyberpunk 2077 to Alan Wake 2. Story time with Chimken. Everybody loves story time with Chimken, right? Played Alan Wake on stream. It's in my top 3 of story-based games that I've played on stream so far. I absolutely loved it, and I sort of played it in response to the fact that I knew the sequel had I think at the time had already been announced. The difficulty became they released it as one of these newfangled games in 2024 that is it's basically mandatory to have an SSD, and the PC that I had previously didn't have an SSD in it. But as of yesterday, we have a new PC, and it's super duper exciting, and I'm absolutely so overly hyped to hop into this game right now. You have no idea. The universe really interests me, and maybe after we finish this playthrough, we are going to like hop into Control and other previous games in this sort of area that we've tried before and failed, especially with the increase in GPU power. Just want to say the schedule is a little bit different. I sort of ended the Cyberpunk section by saying this, so I'm just going to repeat myself, so this exists at the beginning of a video. The schedule moving forward, I'm still sticking to the sort of like loose framework, like playing what I feel like and when. But currently in my mind, if you enjoy this game and want to watch some more footage of it at a later date, it will be Hollow Knight and Alan Wake, moving like as of starting Monday. It will be Cyberpunk Monday, Tuesdays, short streams. It will be Minecraft and Resident Evil on Saturdays, and Hollow Knight and Alan Wake on Sundays. And we'll just sort of like play it by ear as we move forward. If Alan Wake hooks me a little bit, maybe we'll do a bit more Alan Wake on a Monday and Tuesday. If Cyberpunk hooks me a little bit, maybe we'll do Cyberpunk instead of Minecraft. You get the idea? There's a few, those are basically my playthroughs that I'm going to be managing right now. I'm in the process of getting Microsoft Flight Simulator reinstalled on this stream, on this game, on this PC, but that is a huge buy-in in time, because that game is absolutely huge and massively complex. So we will be returning to Flight Sim with significantly increased graphics sometime soon, because I do want to fly to Australia in 2024. I hope nobody had thought I'd been scared away from doing that as an activity. But we're going to get back into that as soon as physically possible. But in the meantime, it's Alan Wake 2, everybody. I'm I'm going to get the water ready, and I've gone and woken up Dolly from a nap, because Dolly wants to watch me play this. I have gone into this game as far as I could to balance the thing, hence why there's a continue button, but I have seen absolutely none of the content. I don't know if the game's gonna recap, so we're gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna try and recap Alan Wake 1, which was a mess in the grand scheme of things. I absolutely loved it, but it was weird. Okay. If anybody knows the story of Alan Wake and I make a mistake, please flag it. But this is entirely from my own memory, right? This is entirely from my own memory. Alan Wake and his wife, who will be named Blonde, because I can't remember the name of the wife, arrive at a rural mountain town. Alan Wake has writer's block, and his wife has sort of smuggled him away to sort of try and break said writer's block in this little cabin somewhere off in the wilderness. But they get off the ferry, and they are waylaid by a dark evil spirit. It's explained much later on, but basically there's a person, they were going to one cabin, the evil spirit sends them to another cabin, and the cabin's on this little isolated island in the lake, and they go inside, and paranormal shit starts to happen. The wife seemingly gets kidnapped, and there is a massive jump in time in Alan Wake's brain. He can't remember what's happened. And as you go through the game, you find these manuscripts, because what he's basically done is write the story that's about to happen in the rest of the game, and you end up finding little bit of snippets of the story as you go along. And it all wraps up, and this is basically, I'm jumping over a lot here. There's there's something about a clicker that's like a light to scare away the darkness. It's all light and dark and scaring away monsters with light, and there's a whole room that's full of light bulbs. I'm ad-libbing a little bit, but it ends. This is massively cutting out a large number. I realize I'm massively unqualified to talk about this story in detail. It ends, the wife having been kidnapped by this dark entity at the bottom of the lake. It ends with the wife swimming out of the lake and Alan sinking in, because I think the ending line is the darkness is an ocean and he's stuck underneath it. So you leave Alan Wake in this paranormal opposite dimension, the dark place, or the dark realm, or whatever we want to call. So I don't know why Alan Wake is back in this game. I'm assuming, based on what I've seen of the trailers, that there is a time skip. It's going to be so funny if the game explains itself and none of this is even slightly accurate. But we're going to give it our best shot. If you're joining us now for Alan Wake 2, some of the redeems are broken today. Twitch ads are running 6 minutes every hour, and I have no control over this. Beyond turning them off entirely, which I don't feel 100% comfortable doing, because I do like to buy as much time as physically possible without pre-rolls. So ads are doing something. Hopefully Twitch will sort themselves out soon. And we're just going to get flying. We're going to move on. Luna, Mirshan, you guys are active in chat as of this second, so I'll say hello. If you have achieved something big or small since I last spoke to you, I didn't say this at the beginning of the stream, so we'll say it now. If you have before we get hit by the scene, what's the scene? If you have achieved something big or small, TC also, hi. If you have achieved something big or small since I last spoke to you, like previously, I wasn't asleep, promise. I've already told them you were napping. If you have achieved something big or small, I'm going to finish the sentence. We would love to hear about it. I want to pat you on the back for anything like that because it is extremely important to me that somebody tells you that they're proud of you, because not everybody has that person to tell them that they're proud of you. And I'm lucky enough to have DollyWhiskers, who is in chat right now. DollyWhiskers, it's also very exciting, but Twitch has now fixed itself enough that I can see pinned messages. Isn't that great? Ads are balked. There's basically a pinned message. You can all see that Twitch is broken today. That was a lot of words. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to turn off the hat from the previous stream. If you would like a different hat on, you will have to do the redeem, I'm afraid. And welcome, everybody. Small achievement. I went out yesterday for the first time in a long time other than my workplace and actually had fun. You did? Did you go for dinner? Are we talking a movie? Are we talking in... McDonald's? Two of those things relate to food. You get the idea. I like food. But congrats. I absolutely hate going outside of my house sometimes, and I know how big of a deal that is. It's not a small achievement. If you don't like going outside, that's a huge achievement. Like, you know, I went to Disney. You went to Disney World? Oh, I'm Rachel. I don't leave my house very often, but now I'm going to a place with so many people. That's scary to me as a concept. Was it good? Did you go on, like, other amazing rides? I don't know much about Disney World. I've been to Disney World Paris, which I don't think is nearly as good as the one in America based off what I've read. I live nearby and love it there, but it also overwhelms me. Well, of the... We're going to go... Well, tell you what. I've been live for 4 hours. Story time with Chimken, right? I feel like I might have told this story on stream before, but we're just going to repeat ourselves. Disneyland Paris. Picture this. Disneyland Paris. I have been there for a weekend with an ex-girlfriend and a group of friends. We are 18, so it has been a raucous time. We've been drinking loads because we waited to go to Disneyland until we could drink as adults, and that was a really good decision. If you can wait to go to Disneyland as an adult, I do not, like, I'm teetotal now. But if you are young and doing the alcohol drinking thing, Disneyland was a much better experience for me as an 18-year-old because my family weren't ever really like the theme park family. So I always felt it was much better that I waited until I was 18 so we could drink. It was good. We had beer, we went on a roller coaster. We had more beer, we were on a roller coaster. It was actually, they probably wouldn't have let us go on roller coasters if we'd been absolutely plastered. So maybe I'm remembering more alcohol than there was. Either way, picture this. We're all wrapped up. We're all packed. We're ready to go to the airport. We go downstairs and we're stood at this coach terminal, right? And this is the amount of people. This is one of my formulative. This formed my slight cynicism towards groups of large people. We're stood at this coach thing waiting to get on our coach because we need to get a coach to go to the airport. It was a cheap holiday. We were staying in one of the reasonable budget hotels on site. It wasn't a big deal. We were stood at this coach terminal, and then that one coach turns up and he's like, "You can't get on board yet. We're not ready. Stay there." One coach turns up. The entire hotel is decanting onto this coach terminal. We were lucky enough to be at the front of the queue. But more and more people keep churning and churning and churning out of the hotel. And there's one coach. And then this sort of like you could feel the mood change in the group of people, right? Everybody starts to conclude that there's only one coach coming and they have to get on the thing, otherwise they're going to miss their flight. So here we are. We're British. We know how to queue. We're at the front of the queue. And all of these people behind us start pushing us. Sort of like... There's a scene in the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds where they have got the only working car and a group of people come in, rip them out of the car, threaten one of the kids at gunpoint, get in the car and drive away. This is the only thing I've ever been able to equate it to, because that sort of mass of people, I get to the point, because I'm a pretty large gentleman, even at 18, I get to the point where this group of people is pushing me so hard behind me that I've got my hands braced on the side of the coach. And there's this little tiny blonde woman, and this sounds like such bullshit now that I've said it out loud. Honest to God, I swear I swear on my life, DollyWhiskers' life, this is true. I have got my hands braced on the side of this coach with these people pushing behind me. And there's this little tiny blonde French woman cradling their small 2-year-old. And I'm sort of like, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm sort of like stood there with my arms held against like the coach. And then the door opens and those two in front of me are the first to go in. And then we quickly follow afterwards because we're at the front of the thing. And this is why there is like, when you said Disney World then about the cynicism, this is the existential dread simulator. This is Alan Wake 2. This is why these thoughts are relevant. When you say Disneyland overwhelms me, my butthole puckers and I am brought right back to that memory. And that is one of my formulative, like, actually I don't like people sort of stories. But of course we got on the coach, right? And then 3 other coaches arrived behind us, and then all of the crowd split. But God forbid they waited 5-10 minutes in a different coach, and we all arrived. Didn't miss the plane. Yeah, that's a scary story with Chimken. Yeah, now we're gonna play Alan Wake. That was a bit of a tangent. I've been shooting guns for the last 4 hours. A tangent was entirely necessary. I miss talking to you guys. Cyberpunk is very story heavy, I will say. I'm going to try and make it a bit more exploration-y on Tuesdays and Mondays and Tuesdays. So when we go back to that game tomorrow, maybe we'll go off into the world and do some side quests and sort of looking around. But yeah, new game, Alan Wake 2. I apologize for the tangent. Usual dipping in because it's a brand new game. We're just going to check through a few things. As always, absolutely love it. They've got an audio slider with individual numbers for the individual sliders. That is a thing that we focus on massively heavily on this stream. Love it. And because it's a brand new PC, the freaking settings are absolutely smashing it. Absolutely smashing it. I'm really quite proud of this. I've not had settings like this on stream yet. Everything's on ultra or high, and I'm here for it. Yesterday, crowds and wait times weren't too bad. I got to ride everything that I wanted to, and the weather was nice. I have no complaints about yesterday, but I am mentally drained. I'm an introvert. He said, I'm an introvert that streams on the internet. Dolly's stepmother said it to me recently. I'm an extroverted introvert. I can perform to a certain degree, but if I was to ever do it in person, I would probably die. Going out into that sort of environment, Rachel, is a drain. I think it's unavoidably a drain, no matter what you do. But I hope you had some nice food as well, because rides are great, but I hear that Disneyland is good for food too. Fried chicken and stuff. We're gonna go. I'm gonna play the game now. That was a lot of talking. We're gonna play. We're gonna do this reasonably. We're not gonna be crazy, right? We're playing 2 games on normal simultaneously. I've made the mistake of going hard, and I'm not here for it with this one. We're gonna get jump scared, and maybe if we love it, we'll come back and do a hard and a nightmare run afterwards. But yeah, we're gonna go normal.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
All the D's, though I think that's legitimately an actual face. Oh my god, it's John Wake.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. Trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive.
Is Mix It Up not working now?
This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
It's all about the naked man ass. Okay, we are in control, but I'm going to do something for 5 seconds. We're just gonna, I will literally be 5 seconds. It's okay. It's okay. It's not Barry. Barry's prettier than that. Do not belittle my Barry. Mix it up. We're just gonna relaunch the Mix It Up app because Dolly tried to do something whilst I was watching that clip and it didn't work. So we'll just relaunch, and if it doesn't work after that, I quit. Literally the most scuffed day when it comes to supporting software of streams. Relaunching Mix It Up, everybody. Mix Up is now relaunched. Yeah, Mix Up is now relaunched. We'll do our best. Come on, game. There we go. Resume game. Oh, look, everybody. I didn't know I was in this video game. Now, let's face it. This guy's a lot balder than me. Man bits. But look how frickin'... Oh, my God. That lake just shat out a man. Hey, you're prettier than that. Hey, TC. It's a full moon. It's hidden behind the chat window. TC, it's a full moon. TC, did you get it? It's a full moon. Okay, we're moving on.
Can you hear me? Whoa.
Come on, Ed. We should go.
There we go. So we've officially now confirmed that We're officially now confirmed that Mix It Up is working because that did clip. We're doing investigation, so I'm not even going to spin. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, it's John Wake. We're back in action. Mix Up is working, everybody. Just needed a restart because I fiddled with it between stream. Could have a full moon hat. We do not own a full moon hat. Just a big old pair of butt cheeks on my head. Hello? I would like to buy a vowel. I don't know why a vowel. This man has no shoes on. I can hear whispering. I feel like I need to turn my light off. Is it loud enough for everybody? The surround sound is amazing. There's somebody over here. Yeah, new game if it's not loud at all. Wow! Fucking hell. Seriously? Oh, we're back, everybody. It's like Chimken streaming an original. We've got jump scares and whispering. You can toggle with left shift. Oh God, the naked man is running. But answer my question, chat. Is everything loud enough before we have something action-based happen? Alan Wake, Quest for Pants. I don't think this is Alan Wake. It's fairly quiet, but I think you up the volume, the loud bits are going to get really loud. Let me have a quick look. We're going to go very quick. The dialogue, we haven't heard any dialogue to comment. So we'll go 85, we'll go 65, and then we'll see how things go from there. Because if it gets too much louder than that, as you say, it might. I think it's loud enough. I've only upped it marginally then. Resume. It's only gone up marginally. Yeah, we're close there. I don't like it. I really want the game to stop doing that, if that's okay. Yeah, you can't clip that many times. The clip has 100 seconds cooldown for this very reason. There you go. I see light in the distance. Please help me! They've got knives. Am I dead? I think I was meant. I think I should have run. Okay, I think I should have run. Okay, that was unavoidable.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming. What the fuck? Shit.
The Chim kid just put us all in the ring. Alan's awake. Good. Thank you. I need to laugh right now.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers.
We're getting murdered in a forest today, definitely.
You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
Come join the cinematographic terror.
When we go on work trips, Mom.
Just a Sunday night.
Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Hey, look, X-Files stereotype.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
God, those fucking facial animations.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson.
Mr.
It's right up your alley.
Anderson.
You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Invitation. It's like invitation. Get to the crime scene.
Before we get swallowed up by the trees.
There's a little bit of weird when you're moving around. The textures
I should
on
take a
certain
look at
things
that
are a
map.
little bit grainy on my screen. I'm not sure why. Is there a cinema? Is that a setting? Film grain. Yeah, we're turning that off. Simulates the natural grain patterns seen in. Yeah, I don't like that. Controls whether surroundings are blurred when you move. Very fast or camera rotated to toggle if you're experiencing motion. Yeah, we're going to turn off motions blur as well. Yeah, good times. Good times, chat. You and me together forever. Resume. Does that fix it? Yeah. Film grain. It was just making everything look really odd. Dolly brings the chips. Thank you very much for bringing the chips, my love. It's brave of you to assume that I'm going to use a fork. Oh, apparently there are...
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Is a raid happening? Did I miss the raid? Did a unicorn? I am so sorry. I completely missed the raid. Hello, everybody. Shout out Harry, Queen, Lucy. Shout out Harry, Queen, Lucy. Welcome to the scuff mess that is my life. Twitch is playing all sorts of problems with me today, but we are playing. We're playing Alan Wake 2 for the very first time. Shady Unicorn, thank you very much for the follow. Do not let the power go to your head. I'm just a random bearded man on the internet. But the game has been fairly graphic so far. Not gonna lie.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
How's it going, Lucy? I hope you're having a good time. How was the rest of the quarry? I'm going to keep you talking for a second whilst I find out if I can turn off the notification noise in Epic Scale in the Epic Store. Because holy heck, that was loud. Settings. Can I just turn? I don't want a noise when I get a show. Can I turn off game notifications in Epic? Can I turn off game notifications in Epic Store? If you want to opt out of notification, no. Turn off achievement sound Epic Games. Disable the pop-up achievement notification during gameplay. Open the Epic Launcher. Look at the top right-hand corner of the screen and click the icon with the double silhouette. Click the icon with the double silhouette. Do not disturb. Disable all notifications. Done. Good. We're fixed. Yeah. Thank you very much. I've found it. Barkalot Possum, thank you very much for the comment. That was useful. Big shit, Coz New, everyone died. Big Sag. I failed. Like 6 people survived, not 10 people died. I played that game and lost I think it was 1 person on my I did a legitimate attempt at trying to get everybody to live. I lost 1 person. Let's go to a crime place. Hello.
Hey, over here.
But yeah, if you need to raid and run, please feel free. But we're playing this. My name is Chim, otherwise known as Chimken, and I'm a variety streamer, but I'm playing a horrendously scary game right now.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Any witnesses to the trial? I could use a briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
I really enjoyed the first one. Ad start in 1 minute.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far.
I'm not getting that
Make
notification
sure I'm seeing
at
the
all.
clues clearly.
Yeah, so ads are broken on Twitch today, chat. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, so I will not be able to necessarily take a very straightforward break-in action. I really apologize for that because it's not like it's not like how I like to stream. I didn't enjoy the first one. I really enjoyed the first one, Lucy. I'm surprised you didn't enjoy it. You can access the case board inside the Mind Palace.
The Mind Place.
There's the ad.
My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Mind Place, that's cool. We are gonna pause because I can see the ads going now, but there's literally no build up. But yeah, I'm gonna eat some fries. Everybody self-care, go grab a glass of water. You've got 2.5 minutes. This isn't usually how I do ad breaks, but it's not working today. Yeah, there's another ad. So the difficulty is going to be this batch of ads is going to end. There'll be a 2-minute break, and then there'll be another batch of 3-minute ads. It's so weird. The Mind Place, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Does everybody get that reference? The Mind Palace reference? Sherlock? Just made myself a cup of tea. Thank you, Chimping, for recommending it to me. Always a pleasure. That tea is good. Take this opportunity to eat food, because I've not eaten dinner yet. Is it easier, my subs that can actually hear this, is it easier to eat French fries with a fork or with your bare hands? Bare hands always. I'm sort of sat here going, it's awkward. It just makes everything awkward. Bare hands. I just gave you a fork because you're on camera. I mean, thanks. Also, if you don't like people streaming and eating, kind of that ship sort of sailed. Unless they're topped with other things. Nah, these are just covered in salt. I'm dipping them in spicy Hellman's mayonnaise, which actually I'm a little bit in love with. I wish they were topped with other things. I could totally eat some bacon right now. Bacon, chili, cheese fries. Oh. See, I'm making myself hungry and I'm eating already. And yeah, there'll be another ad in 3 minutes because Twitch is balked today. You have access to Old Bay seasoning in your country? Funnily enough, it is one of the products that I've seen. There's an American section at one of our shops, and I can get it there. Case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
We started putting... I need to go to the shops tomorrow. I might have to get some Old Bay seasoning based off that recommendation. I've looked at it a couple of times and gone, I don't actually know what Old Bay seasoning is. Can confirm delicious on fries. That or Cajun seasoning. I just love food so much, guys, is all I'm saying. Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large stress wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies but not cause of death. Caught chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists. Deep gash in chest. All bodies experience bloating. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Yummy. You can just zoom in. You're now free to navigate or press escape. Another ad coming up in a minute. Today, are we in 2010 or are the murders still? I think they're old. I think they've been existing for a while, but there's not been any clear explanation of what time it is yet. You know as much as...
bow tie.
Yeah, it's cool.
Including the bow tie.
This from the man in the bow tie. Bow ties are cool. Bow ties are cool.
Here's one. Bow tie. Get rid.
Bow ties are cool.
I think the pink bow tie is it. All victims. I was expecting these to be maybe familiar from the previous game, but I don't think they are. And I've read all of this text already. This is just me sat here looking at murder victims. So it's Mind Palace Place, not Mind Palace. Is that because your imagination is poor? A series of murders have occurred in the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help us search our killer. Yeah, we're going to break again for another 3 minutes. I really apologize about this. I'm just going to take the opportunity to continue to shove food into my face because I am enjoying food. Welcome to Chimken Eats Fries ASMR. Yeah, Bright Falls is the same town as the first game. Shadow Falls was like its evil alter ego, like the one in the different dimension. And then there was the TV series that was running throughout the entire thing, like you would go into rooms and it would be playing on TV and it would be called Night Falls and it was like a Twilight Zone TV show. Isn't John Wake stuck in the Mind Place darkness, whatever, since the last game? He's stuck in the darkness. The Mind Place is new. You know what? I think that my OBS is lying to me. It says ads starting soon, but it doesn't seem to actually be playing ads. Is anybody seeing ads right now? I'm just going to eat my fries and then we'll continue. I see an ad for fries. You too could be like me. Would you like to eat some fries? Plenty of salt and spicy Hellman's mayonnaise. Go to your local supermarket today. I would like to... This is my secret. This is my trade secret, right? Fries are responsible for my gorgeous beard. Nightmares Daycare, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. That was 54 minutes ago. What? My Twitch thing says that you followed 54 minutes ago. I do not know what Twitch is doing today. Has Rachel told you she likes the Yorkshire malt biscuit tea, but only when drowned in sugar, and milk? Yes, and actually that's the way I like it. It needs milk and sugar. 2 sugars, milk. That's not like me being British about my tea. That's like how it's meant to be drank. We go back to the gameplay now. My fries are gone, everybody. You can all relax. And if you end up buying fries because of that weird little segment of me eating fries on the internet, whoever has the patent for fries should send me some money. The Belgians. Killer profile. Postmortem tattooing. Yeah, we read all this. Was that a second case? Can goals get to the crime scene cases? You get individual case files as well. This seems like it's going to be complicated. A map. So when we were here in the original game, I think when Alan Wake arrived here, and then there was like explosions and shit, and then they went off into there was like a whole walking section. So I'm pretty sure this is where like big shit happened in the previous game. Complicated? Nah. I'm immediately getting L.A. Noire vibes, and I don't hate it. We're gonna have to be... What an odd amount of stuff you have in your mind place. Sorry, my distinctly different, not mind palace, mind place. Hey, can we just get this out of the way? She wasn't sure if that's how it was supposed to be drank, but liked it that way. Have you ever had true Southern American sweet tea? I haven't. I've had iced tea. It's not... I get that it's not really the same thing. I'm gonna make this joke. I'm gonna make this joke once, and I've made one. I've said this before. I'm gonna make this joke once, and we're not gonna say it again. But oh dear. Pictures of the children. Yeah, there it is.
Already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
Thank you for the comedy timing, Dolly.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Visiting the Mine Palace does not pause the game.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I think the game just told me not to go to the Mine Palace to avoid fights. Yeah, that straight to the bin, according to my activity feed, was done 54 minutes ago. 55 minutes ago. Something weird is going on.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Is he gonna die? Was that a threat on this character's life? What is going? Yeah.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Yeah, so I think Alan goes for a walk through this area in the original game. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Ah.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Imagine going to your mine place and to come back and a monster standing there waiting patiently. Does not pause the game though. The monster will just have its way with you while you're gone.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Why is there a phone booth here?
Can I make it, Mulligan?
Cauldron Lake General Store.
Hey.
Hello.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Story's happening outside, guys. I apologize. But I have to look around the room for stuff and things. A door? Locked. Can't wait till I'm running for my life later. Yeah, that's coming up on screen for some reason. What is with the weird bespeckling? What is that about? Shadow detail, terrain quality. No, there's no like, this thing looks weird when you're zoomed in for some reason. I think it's just grain. It just looks super odd, right? I turned grain off. But that looks real strange. Monday. It even cuts over the, like, I don't know why that is happening. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. What's a fielder? Nothing to report. Some animals regular. Hunters out after dark. Poachers. Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Okay, let's actually go and proceed the story. Well, the one who fields. Well, shit. Yeah. No, you caught me. Ray tracing issue maybe. Time for a Google. Actually, yeah. Let me before we move on too far, because I do have ray tracing turned on. So if I do this, if I go into, it's definitely happening. Try disabling DLSS reconstruction. DLSS enables the use of AI-powered frame rate to increase frame rate without performance. Yeah, I'm assuming that's frame generation rather than reconstruction. Oh wait, no, DLSS enables a set of AI-powered denoising techniques to enhance overall visual experience. When this set is disabled, requires a G. We'll try it. Come on, stay off. First try. First try! All the points go to DollyWhiskers. Thank you. Don't worry, chat. I blow kisses to all of my mods, but they are also my real life fiance. Put your torch away. Oh my god, there's a body!
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
I don't want to touch him. He's
Step
naked.
1. Examine the corpse.
And has a large hole in his chest.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
And I can see his pee-pee. You unlocked your first key image. You can place it in the... on the case board. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Coincidence? I think not. I like this. I like this. I love the string board thing with police dramas. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Objectives are viewable in the case beyond in goals. So control, investigate the crime scene. Graphic.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Why would they leave the heart?
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Yummy. Consistent with previous murders. Cargo straps used to tie the victim. Newly discovered complete. Place it then. How do I place it?
Keep trying.
I don't under. Aha. Oh my god. There we go. This is consistent with previous killings. Heart was removed but then left on the table near the body. Was the murder interrupted? I wonder if it...
removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders.
I wonder if it
But
affects
this time the heart and the
what
straps
order
were
you
left
put it.
behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
I think dialogue. Could dialogue be slightly louder? Or are we... like, final confirmation, I won't ask again. Is everybody in chat happy with the volume? The clues... a touch here. The clues have resolved the question and unlocked deductions as you advance the investigation. New questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. The victim, the killers. I will get to that in a second, especially... controls. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. So, audio, dialogue, we will do to 90. I think the background audio is fine, but let me know. And the music, I'm... drag up the music as well.
Who is our victim? Who
that,
killed him?
Is that level better?
Need to find more clues.
Good. Have you identified the victim?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people as well as examining your surroundings.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired? So he's been missing since
Nightingale
2000.
went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
When was the original Alan Wake set? Because they've thrown around 2010 a bunch and I can't remember.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors.
It was 2010,
booze,
okay.
Booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Why would they have been... Why would they be videotaping right now?
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
They cut his heart out. What are you expecting? I keep, like, this, I feel like these giant fuel canisters should have something to do with it, but here we are. I need to go back into the Mine Palace. There is blood, no way. They chopped his literal heart out. The victim. Thornton victim is Robert Nightingale. JC Nightingale went off the deep end. More on Nightingale. Okay,
Robert Nightingale,
yeah.
ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Mental state questionable at time of disappearance. For later, it flags the evidence when it's not relevant nearby. Heavy blood spatter on the table.
Yes.
And I can't do anything with those for the time being. Find evidence. Okay. There is blood on the table. 100%. Oh, we're finding more as we go around.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Multiple killers?
I think that's everything. For
Oh,
now,
at least it tells me. Icons on the bottom left corner indicate the
Not
critical
sure.
content is available in the Mine Palace.
Need to think about it.
To the Mine Palace! We do this.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Crime of passion or premeditated? No, because they recorded it on video. And also, they took beer.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
It begs questions
He's
about
been
how
missing for 13 years.
how did they know he was going to be pooped out by the lake?
Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay, you can use profiling inside Saga's mind to get inside the heads of the suspects and victims. Well, like a normal person would go, "Oh, they were missing," but we have we've got insider information. Ritual
Nightingale
murder.
was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Nightingale was chosen as the victim.
Okay, we've done this.
Why?
It's just going to repeat himself.
The switch, it goes click.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
What?
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
Don't just repeatedly repeat yourself. Oh, how do you find this out? Oh yeah, he just magically came from the lake. Okay, yeah, that's clearly very obvious. So is she? I'm really unclear on that as a component. Because that was a weird, like, can we all, like, sit back and agree that was a weird sort of segue? Right? That was odd. How many people live in your mine place? My personal
I'm
one?
gonna go check something out. Be right back.
My mine place is occupied by a family of raccoons. I can run. I must remember that. I was just going to start walking everywhere. He came from the lake. Makes sense, man, in my mind palace.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
I mean, it's extremely obvious that there's suddenly a research site by the evil haunted lake. Can we all agree that? Is there a map? There is. Okay, we're heading down to the lake. Like, he walked up the riverbed, right? So if we head this way... Oh yay, more bear. Mine is occupied by hyperactive rabbits with one gun and one dog and a hat. Of course it is, TC.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
A creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Yeah, there's that. We're going to ignore the slightly ritualistic drawings all over the room, right? Nope, they're in every single room. There's like ups and downs and lefts and rights and sleeping bags in every building. Let this be a warning to you fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies... It has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the big button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second line drawing, waterline. Engineered structures, strange machines. Oh, oh my god, there's a paranormal research development place underneath the lake. It's not that it's a monstrosity. It's like Cthulhu-esque levels of weird.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, the symbols to unlock the box
You
in the
get
trailer.
lost, Anderson.
Wait, what? Really?
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Is there a lockbox in here? I don't think you mean this is the trailer, but thank you for the first time chat. And yeah, be careful with the spoilers, thank you. There's nothing in the room. If they're a code for a box, I don't think the box is in this building. Okay, come on, Anderson. We're gonna go check out a river.
Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous.
Which is hut. Sure.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. Knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me.
That is pretty
What
complicated.
was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Ah, see, Anderson the guy walked through this, and it's already sealed magically.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
Under the tree? Are we not
They
going to?
come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
Are we? The victim was one of their own FBI. Oh, it's one of the pages from the original game. Why can't I pick it up though? There we go. It's a manuscript page.
Full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick
I turned that off.
You were right.
Frickin' I frickin' The freaking loud blub. Do not disturb is turned off. You have to use the overlay. How do I access the overlay? Achievement got. It just ruins the mood. You say Control F? How do you access the epic overlay? Shift F3. Shift F3. Shift F3. Oh yeah, I got you. Thank you. I turned it off in the app.
My alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Also turns itself back on every time you load the game. Yeah, that sounds about right for an epic thing. Trailer's gone cold.
I think he came from the lake, but his tracks make no sense.
Yeah, they come through a tree. Read the manuscript. Where's the manuscript in here? Manuscript pages. Enter?
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
So the killer is watching us. Game on. Figure out what happened to Nightingale. What exactly? Yeah, I think this is the... I can't remember which the previous game was, but this is the second epic game I've ever streamed. It's one of those, if you were stuck here unsure, don't forget to check the Mind Palace. Did they said something about... Was there more profiling? The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Let's go stick our hands in a body. Just accept it at this point. Yeah. So she is some sort of intuition or something then. Yeah, basically. Like in what world would a person go, we must stick our hands in the corpse. So where did... He came from down by the logs. Do I, like, can I go investigate more? A facehugger? What happens if I walk down to the beach? Do I get turned around? The man in my mind palace tells me to stick...
See you in a bit.
Take your time.
The man in my mind palace tells me to stick a hand inside an exposed body's chest. Sounds about right. Is that how profiling works? You close your eyes and creepy voices tell you what to do next. Yeah, yeah. I don't think
Can't go any further.
Yeah, I can't.
Water's too deep.
It's immediately locked out. Okay. So what's up here then? Because the...
Lost,
Was that where we came down? No, I don't think it is. What's the witch's hut?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Here lived the witch of the Cauldron Lake. Beware her spirit may still haunt this place. Oh, jump scares are about to happen, everybody. Away! Ominous rope. How oddly uneventful. I'll be honest, I'm disappointed by the witch's cabin. The creaking can go away. Midge told me that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in the big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? So I told her. She said thanks, fucking kill me. I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do, instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet someone can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Ooh, batteries. I like batteries. Batteries power torches when...
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Old case.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
And
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you've ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Alan is watching over us. Alex Casey. I think Alex Casey might have been Alan's fictional crime character in the original game. Like, he was writing a series of crime novels. I think Alex Casey was one. And this entire statement at the top is funny. Manuscript fragments. Hurricane Lucy with the hydrate. Thank you. But that Chimken, we'll see if that actually works, because nothing else freaking works today. We go pop, and then we go pop, and then we do this. There we go, Lucy. I attacked my face. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons. Upgrade your physical in real life weapon using manuscript pages. Hold fire and button to activate auto fire mode. Significantly increases rate of fire. Increases the magazine size by 50%. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy. I'm so confused. Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you. Dolly's here for my bowl. Don't come in here. Dolly just came in here asking for Haribo, and I've eaten it all. And then they walked out of the room cackling. That's just rude. Of course I've eaten it all. It's Haribo. Kids and grown-ups love it, so the happy world of Haribo. It was a lot of Haribo. Yeah, a lot. Some. It was some Haribo, you monster. I mean, they have my ever constant love and affection. Before we move on any further, I just want to try something, right? Because just date and time. just gonna get, yeah, sorry. For some reason, my OBS is saying all of the redeems happened an hour ago, and it's so weird, because I turned on a setting when I launched this PC the other day that made the clock change, because I noticed the internal clock was out. What time is it right now? 9:15. Can somebody do a redeem for me? Just any redeem. I don't care what it is. No, that didn't fix it. Okay. Yeah, the clock on the... I think the...
Including the bow tie.
Yeah, it's cool. Bow ties are cool.
This from the man in the bow tie.
Bow ties are cool. Bow ties are cool.
Here's one. Bow tie. Get rid.
Bow ties are cool.
You know what? I'm not going to deal with this while I'm on stream. Thank you for the redeem. You can chill out with the redeems now. But all of those were wrong again anyway. Viking. Yeah, that didn't fix anything. Where the you've confused me now, Sky. Where the hell am I? We're just heading back up where we came from, I think. Which is hut. That was just a left turn instead of a right turn. Right turn instead of a left turn to get to the body.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson, just one case without the...
We go up here to the right. We sticking hand in holes. Yeah, around the back of the general store.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
That's a really ominous thing to say to your partner, just saying.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope
Oh!
you don't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh?
We're sticking...
Just like I said.
Guys, Can I interact with this? My mind palace, Tom. Am I done in the mind palace?
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Points of interest, track objects. Oh, you can track the individual lunch boxes as well.
Finding a movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Rifles area. Oh, and it tracks where they are for each of them. That's cool. Points of interest. The note insides mention Alan Wake. What the hell are these? Where did they get Wake from? Is your PC set up correct times? I've seen that cause issues with some other applications.
Casey, I think
I'm gonna we're gonna take a commercial break because I'm not taking a break for a while. We're gonna because my brain has got stuck on this and I need to quickly fiddle with something. So when I turned the PC on, right, it was an hour ahead of where it should have been. Coordinated universal time zone. Because I set it to I mean, I can set it to UC. Does that immediately fix it? Because we're on UTC and then we're on UTC +1. Dublin, Edinburgh. Are we on UTC +1 now? We are on UTC +1. The one thing I haven't done is turn on my location settings, and I think if I turn on my location settings, it still says 54 minutes ago. Windows 11 showing wrong time. On the left-hand side of the screen, time and language. When you're in the time and language mode, date and time, to allow your laptop to change time zones automatically, make sure the slider is and time zone is set to automatically flipped. I've set the correct time zone and it's still wrong. Get the time zone, time synchronization windows to go settings, time and language, date. Make sure that set time zone automatically is turned on. Set time zone automatically is turned on. Maybe I should turn it off. Hang on, that seems to have fixed it. That fixed it. Turning it, setting it, turning it, setting it. Can you do another redeem now? This is really high quality content. No, it still says 54 minutes. I've got it showing the right time. So we're on UTC +1, right? So we are currently in daylight savings time. So when it goes back, when we revert back, it will be, yeah, that's correct. It is 9:30. It probably will require me to turn OBS on and off, and I'm not splitting this game into two things as well. Sorry for the commercial break, anybody watching the VOD back later, but teething troubles. The clock is now working as expected. Pop and pop. I've lost my hats. Okay, we got something, another thing that's broken as well. Why is everything so freaking complicated? Damien Studio, welcome to chat. Why did I say I think I might have to... Is this still working? That's still working, but it's broken. Ignore this. I mean, admittedly,
Something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Admittedly, I have been fiddling with the time whilst live. It's because you fixed the clock. It's for those are future hats now. I don't know what's going on anymore. Part of me wonders if that's what's causing the ads problem.
Back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the
Thank you,
deputy
Deputy.
Sounds good.
Oh, isn't it lucky that there's just a shortcut that takes you a direct route back to where the body is? Like, why was this gate not opened and why were we not escorted through this gate to begin with?
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Anything electric is interesting based off the previous game, because the previous game was all about the lights and the light bulbs and shit. Oh, we got a lunchbox.
Who's leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Few map fragments, manuscript fragments. There was a funny old woman that lived in the woods. This sounds like a terrible rhyme. There was a funny woman that lived in the woods and at the power station in the previous game, and I'm wondering if there's something they're going to be in this still. She was a bit crazy. Ad starting in a minute. Yeah, the clock didn't fix it. Ugh. Oh wait, no. I'm seeing it now. Those the thing fixed it. I'm seeing 3 minutes. The clock was the problem. We're seeing correct times now. The clock was the problem. Good reporting back, everybody. And I'm rejecting all. I can't. I'm so freaking confused with this freaking OBS right now. I fixed the clock. I probably just need to turn the entire PC off and on. There's the ad.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
No, the hat's not disappearing. I'm having a good time, but there are obviously some teething errors with this stream, so I'm ready to call it a night for the night. I just need to turn everything off, and I'm not gonna come back again, because that would be like 4 times I've gone live today. And it's stupid and it's irrational and it's bothering me, and I fully admit that it's bothering me more than it should. And the stuff's all out of sync with each other. Yeah, so we're gonna call it a night. I'm fine. I think I need to wait for this ad to finish to be able to say goodbye to people properly. I wonder if I'll actually be able to do the pending. I'm wondering if I'll actually be able to do the stop the ad from progressing, because there'll be another 3-minute ad within 2 minutes if I don't. Okay. Today's stream has not been without scuff. But this is why we stream, people, everybody. I should have gone live. I should have gone live and tested this before I was ready. Okay, then don't stress out too much, man. Nah, it's not stress, but it's actively bothering me, and I'm really, really interested in Alan Wake, and I don't want it to take away from my experience. So we're gonna call it a night, and we're gonna iron out the rest, because everything is getting a little bit too janky for me to continue and to be able to concentrate on it. Because I'm just gonna there have been notes of me hyper focusing on the broken jank already, and I'm ready to call it quits and be back tomorrow. We might do. No, I'm not gonna immediately backpedal. 27 seconds that I need to snooze the ad, and then we'll raid into somebody. 30. I want to say goodbye to everybody properly, and not everybody subscribed. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for the raid, Paraqueen Lucy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Fly me to the moon. I need to snooze this freaking ad right now. See, no, the clock was breaking the ads as well. Ad break will be in 56 minutes. I fixed every... Oh, God's sake. The ads were broken because the internal clock of the PC was wrong. Okay, while we're still live then, can I check if this also fixes the predictions? Because I'm wondering if, like, OBS... I'm wondering if prediction timing is based locally. So we're going to do this. So can I actually access predictions now? Yes! I can... Oh, podding. At least we've ironed everything out. Next card is higher or lower, chat. If you wanna, yeah, we'll finish that prediction. This is the second game because we've had it a couple of times. You can go black or red, which draws a card, and then I think I might split those out into 2 separate games. But at the moment, it functions from one place. It just burns through the deck faster, which just changes the statistics quicker. The clock was what was the problem. I don't want to go offline and come back again. We fixed everything, and you know, it could have been better with starting 2 story games and like had less of the jank, but it's not taken away from my experience though so far. Wait, there are no lower than 2, is there? Ace is high. I put that in the title of the prediction. Ace is high in this case. You could treat ace as 1, but ace is high in this case. So you could go higher, but you could also have an ace of spade. You could also pull, theoretically, this works in a bunch of ways. So you could pick a, yeah, I suppose if you pick a 2 of spades, it could go, yeah, it'd be weird if, actually, I hadn't really thought about this. Damien Studio, how's it going? Nah, the prediction's over. The prediction's... Well, it's definitely going to be higher, unless it's the same. King of Diamonds. Higher or lower maybe doesn't work, especially with 4 sets of cards in the deck. I'm wondering if I can set that to not pull the same... I think I need to build a rule into that game that 2 can't be an option. It works. It sort of works at the moment. I think black or red is better. So I'm going to take out whilst we're still live, because you know, we're going to take out the higher or lower option, and I'm going to think about that. But currently, black or red, that just makes it worse. How do you mean it makes it worse? If you can never pull a 2, then nothing is lower than 3. Oh, yeah. I think if you pull a... The difficulty is... How do I get rid... Does higher or lower work in this case, then? Because you can theoretically pull 2. Red or black, I pick green. There are no greens. Just green people. There's a logic thing that I need to figure out there. So while I'm still live, I am going to remove the higher or lower component of that game because currently it doesn't work in the way that is anticipated. Because what do I do in the situation of 2? Because there are no lower options. Like theoretically, 1 to 100, I could roll a 1 and then the entire game is defunct anyway. Oh, that is a very good point. That is a very good point, right? So if I pull a 2, ace is 1, but if I pull a king, ace is high. Yes. Sky's got it. Sky's on the ball. So actually that game does work. I just need to make ace flexible. In fact, I do need to change one thing in that case. Higher or lower. So I'll remove mention of ace being higher or lower, and that fixes the argument. So ace is flexible in that context, which is fine. Warrants a tiny bit of explanation every time it happens, but it's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, there are more games like that I could probably program into a deck of cards. What if you pull an ace? An ace would be 1. There's green in black or red. My money is green. What if you pull an ace? The difficulty is this. The difficulty is statistically, I had the randomized number generator higher or lower. You could have pulled a 1 or a 100, and then the entire game would have been defunct. So is the rule that I need to stop aces from being pulled? No, because then the counter doesn't work. There's some work I need to do on that game, which I'm probably going to spend the rest of the night. If you draw an ace, then you decide whether it's higher or lower immediately. Yeah, but either way, they're... Can we just keep it simple with heads or tails? I don't really understand cards. No, but this is... If you draw an ace, then you decide whether it's higher or lower immediately. So if somebody draws a... But then it's always a guaranteed win is the issue if you draw an ace. There's a 1 in its... If you pull an ace, if it's lower, the answer is only ever going to be higher. And if it's higher, the answer is only ever going to be lower. So ace is the only... the ace is the only redraw. Yeah, so there's some weird tooling around the ace, and I think actually from a statistical perspective, the black or red still works. The higher or lower, I have a higher or lower game. Black or red still works from a statistical basis because you can just go, oh, this is black, oh, this is red. Higher or lower doesn't necessarily work. Without some square pegging. We'll do that then, because that will make my life simpler, because I can make that a I can make the game will I pull a red or a card pull. I can make the game will I pull a red or a black, like a coin flip, and then I can still process the number in the same way. Okay, I think that if you did, like, Rachel, I will make it as simple as possible. I will make it as simple as possible for you. But this advances the game somewhat. This makes it more. There's words that I'm trying to say. This makes it. Did I just drag the game? No, I didn't drag the game. I dragged the webcam. Yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, this was a lot of talking. Today has been a lot of tooling around. I'm just going to delete that and give you your points back. But everything is now working again since I fixed the clock on my PC. Predictions aren't working, but we'll fix that. I will cancel that prediction as soon as I finish because it doesn't seem to work if I'm live. So I'll say the words, chat, because today has been real jank, and I appreciate all of the engagement I've had in chat. There has been a learning curve around some of the components of this PC, obviously, and I'm quitting early today because I don't want it to continue. I'm going to hyper-focus until I fix it. And that's going to take away from my enjoyment of the stream, potentially your enjoyment of the stream, so I'm going to back out. I want to say some words. I say the words usually anyway, but they're more important today because today, chat, my community has allowed me to buy this brand new PC, which allowed me to play that absolutely stunningly beautiful game that I was just playing, Alan Wake 2. And I would like to say in person, because I've put messages in various places, thank you very much for all of the support for anybody that's been here the entire time I've been streaming. I would not have been able to justify the cost of this PC if Twitch was not a thing, and I'm so happy with it. Like, it's money well spent. I will be 40 by the time I've paid it off, but that means you just get a guaranteed amount of my face until I'm 40, because 4-year finance. So we're not going to do that first rule. No, we have to do the first rule of disco. I'm breaking my own law, and that's not playing because the big cam's up. Just pretend that there's disco lights right now. Fuck the technical difficulties of this stream, I swear to God. I'm still smiling, which is extremely important. I will refund that prediction when I've finished. I can't refund it right now. I'll be back tomorrow. Based off how this has gone, I might play more Alan Wake, but it will probably be Cyberpunk. And we'll come back to Alan Wake with a slightly fresh face and bushy tail next Sunday. Actually, we'll stick to that. I will come home and I'll play Cyberpunk tomorrow. We'll play some more and hopefully get over this weird little janky period that the stream has gone through. But chat, I want you to know that I'm glad you exist. There have been various faces in chat that have been hanging out all evening. They've all been very patient with my irrational focus on some of the broken aspects of my technology today, and I honestly appreciate it so much. Again, thank you for the PC. Real just it's been a great 12 months, and I look forward to the rest of this year. Hopefully 600 followers by the end of 2024. That is currently the main target. But I'm glad you exist. I also want you to know that I'm proud of you. I personally think it is extremely important that somebody tells you that they're proud of you on a regular basis, and I never want it to feel disingenuous. In my book, if you are just existing and you are existing to the best of your ability, that makes me proud of you, because I get that existence is hard sometimes. Just life can get you down. I don't need to go into too much detail about how complicated life can be sometimes, and I'm proud of you for just existing. Maintain proper self-care, drink water, eat food, love your family, animals, pets, whatever is your preference. Don't do anything illegal. You know, we don't condone illegality here, or putting hands inside of corpses, apparently, because we didn't get to see that on stream today. Never put jam on a magnet, never put grandma in a corner, never put your dick in a toaster. What else do we say at this point? Never put your granny in a bin. I'm just rambling at this point. For legal reasons, any condonement of illegal actions is a joke. Never suck all the juice out of a toaster. It's at this point in the stream we say fuck cancer, because like I said, life is hard enough with the average person potentially having to worry about cancer, be it in themselves or family members. Both myself and DollyWhiskers lost somebody very important to us at the end of 2023. So in 2024, I'm putting the energy out into the universe. Fuck cancer, everybody. And hopefully by the end of 2024, shit like that will be that much further away, because honestly, we've got other stuff to worry about. I don't know about you and me, but I worry about basically everything. So having that as a potential thing to worry about also, kind of shit. And thank you for helping me do weird shit on the internet. Today has been all over the shop and people have just been hanging out the entire night. And I super appreciate you all for it. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you so long, and thanks for all the fish. I need to find somebody to raid, and hopefully raiding will work. And I'll be back tomorrow. Celebrating 3 years of Luxury Pigeon. We're going to raid Luxury Pigeon. Luxury Pigeon is absolutely fantastic. I feel I have a very similar personality and sense of humor when it comes to Luxury Pigeon. So we're going to throw you at them because they are celebrating 3 years of Luxury Pigeon. Thank you, Looney. Appreciate it. Go live, Looney. Go do some raiding, Looney. Look forward to the next stream, man. I will. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be better. We'll have less technical jank. It's very exciting indeed. We're raiding. Is raiding working? Holy shit, raiding's working. Turns out the only thing that has worked 100% properly tonight has been raiding. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, you're fucking... I can't click raid now.